Dude, I am so conflicted right now. Not even conflicted. I am just like taken back.
So much happened in like the last 5 minutes. Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. You've got Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, it's Sunday, and you know what that means. It's Walking Dead time. So I had to get caught up on the last episode. It was fantastic.
Banger.
I can't wait to see what's in store for us today.
And on that note, let's go! Dude, so pumped for this episode, especially after last week.
Homefire 1, this is open range. Do you copy?
Status?
Location secured, brother.
The shipment?
The residents haven't been very cooperative.
You guys had a ton of theories about who took the stuff. I can't wait to see.
So it's pretty cool to see how they set up their communications.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 2 down at the east exit.
Yeah, because in this world, communications would be everything.
Yes. Right. This is an episode that I think everyone's going to be on the same page for cheering for Maggie. There's been a lot of 50-50s in the comments all season about her.
That music.
Oh,
Every time.
Oh. So to what Mason Quinn was mentioning just a bit ago, if it made the cut, is a lot of you had theories about who's taking all that stuff. A big name that I completely forgot about was Leah.
Yeah.
And I am agreeing with all of you that mentioned Leah. I believe she is the one who's taking all this stuff.
Yeah,
so I completely forgot.
I don't think there's time to introduce a new group. I think it's probably Leah and what's left of her group.
Yeah, and honestly, it makes 1,000% because how these soldiers are getting popped, meeting Mr. Mayhem, so to speak.
I was just looking for you.
Yeah,
Anything else about home?
not exactly.
Dixon, joining us today?
You want to have lunch later?
Yeah.
Bet you that's not happening.
Look at Daryl walking in late. Is this guy Spicoli eating his donut?
Just really living up to that stereotype.
Espinoza and Dixon, I want you on Sector D. All right, let's get to it.
Dude, this is wild, just seeing how they're treating this like a real police department.
Yeah.
But when I'm around the rotters, my heart rate actually goes down. Dixon's seen it. How I handle myself with the rotters.
Come on, put him over. Say he's great.
It's good stuff.
Just the way his arrogant smile was in that. Good stuff. God, that's classic. I want some more of that.
Yeah.
Swarm's been spotted near the north perimeter.
Vickers says we only work patrol.
Now she wants to see what you can do outside the walls.
We've seen what Daryl can do with a shoddy crossbow and a knife. I think he's going to be good with a rifle.
I've only survived 10 years outside these walls.
One more step.
Oh, that's Negan's
The one
friend.
that was with
Drop your
Negan.
weapons. You first.
Yeah.
I like it.
And who the hell are you?
Her name is Maggie.
Ah!
What are you doing here?
We live here.
Whoa,
That's
is he with her? I mean, in the last episode, Negan was kind of flirtatious, but it wasn't like obvious that they were a thing.
yeah.
I wasn't sure you'd made it. I almost didn't.
Did your people steal their guns? No.
You sure about that?
Yes, Aaron, we're sure.
We have to get these people out of here. We can't leave, okay? What do you want to do? Split into teams, then find a way out together. She comes with me.
All right, I like this team. Get to know each other a little bit. That was a pretty sweet walk in by Negan there.
And he had to lean back.
That looks very familiar with like the
Yeah, it looks
poles
like the
with
battle,
the heads,
yeah,
the pikes,
battlefield.
pikes with the heads.
You aren't going to take them out. You're going to go through them. I'm talking about my buddy Cooper. He lived in a big house right down there. His dad was also a prepper. So he turned his office into a panic room. He also kept cash in there. And that is what I need you to get for me.
That's our first mention of a prepper since like Tyrese or In Fear.
All right, look, my bitch mother has cut off my line of credit.
What? What?
is the code to the office's electric lock. You can go through.
No, we ain't doing it.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I love to hate this guy, but he's such a douche.
Yeah, he's so good at it.
Hey, how are your kids doing?
Yep, he
You
would.
just jumped 2 grades, right? And Coco is.
Oh, Daryl.
Oh,
You threaten our kids one more time.
Who said anything about hurting kids? I can make their life easier.
Yeah, okay, granted, he didn't say anything about hurting him, but he was implying
yeah, he
potentially.
brought him up.
Politely just takes it. Oh, little things.
It's just funny how much less cautious they are about doing it. You remember in the first season when Rick was doing it, they had, all the stuff.
Be careful.
Oh, that's like the Glenn scene leaving the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I miss Glenn.
A lot of people miss Glenn. We miss you, Steve.
What? It's fresh.
If it's fresh, they must have been sending people down there,
Yeah.
and they're just not getting through. So why not send the people who've been out there for 10 years?
Yep.
New power for the lock. Are you with another group?
What?
The money is in here, but I'm the only one that's left.
Did they force you in here?
I was in debt. One day a man showed up at my door and he said he could get me out of it.
Sebastian.
Wow.
How many of you were sent in?
12 of us. But only
12?
3 of us made it inside.
You stay with her. We'll go find a generator.
What's your name?
My name's April.
So April's definitely not making it out of this episode, by the way.
You don't
Calling
think
it. No.
You left without saying a word.
I left because I gave a shit. What is she to you?
Oh, wow.
He's married?
The place we're living now is different from any place we've ever seen.
They just want to swallow up other communities. They're like the Whisperers. They just wear different masks.
A lot of dialogue there. I'm just taken back that he's married. I know a minimum of 5 to 6 weeks have passed, but clearly longer.
Maggie's still with you? I just,
Stop worrying.
I'd say that's dangerous having his wife with Maggie.
Maggie wouldn't do that. Well, I personally don't think Maggie would. Is that Hershel?
Sit and stay.
What?
Dude!
I found a truck on the perimeter. Kid hiding inside.
Oh.
Negan with the save! Oh, what a moment right
Things
here.
got interesting.
Oh, and Maggie doesn't even know
She
yet.
doesn't know.
Jeez, folks.
Snack.
Is that Ginger?
Ginger, 12 weeks.
What?
And yeah, it's his. Not that he'd want me telling you.
What?
Well, there's the timeline, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I found someone. Maggie's son. Turns out you had a stowaway that you didn't know about.
If anything happens to him,
It'll have to happen to me first.
Yeah, we know how Negan is with kids, so he's
Yeah,
going to do everything he can to protect them, so that's fine.
But she doesn't know that. Well, she may, but she just doesn't want to fully believe it.
Yeah.
he's in good hands. He's in the hands of the man who killed his father. I know who he is and what he did.
He told her.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was done to me. Other times I did it to them. I'm not proud of
Yeah.
it, but it happened.
She's not wrong, too. 10 years in, you've obviously had to go against everything you've ever stood for to survive.
Yep.
What matters to me is who he is now. He's someone who'll do whatever he can to protect your boy.
I'm still floored that Negan is about to have a kid. And this,
Yeah.
at the same time, he's with Hershel at the same time.
Why doesn't she like you?
Oh, boy.
Was he going to say it?
No, he
Was
won't.
it something bad?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a bad man?
I was. Did I?
What?
Where'd he get that?
My mom told me a bad man killed my dad.
Oh,
First and
boy.
last.
Yeah.
He admitted it.
Yeah, it was me. There is nothing I can say or do that is going to make that better. And I know you want to pull that trigger, and I don't blame you. The bad people are going to know where we're hiding. Maybe I deserve to die for what I did to your dad.
Oh, jeez.
people here, they don't.
And neither do you, Hershel. Oh, dude, what a wild moment.
I can't believe that happened. Holy cow.
Dude, I am so conflicted right now. Not
so
even
much.
conflicted. I am just like taken back.
So much happened in like the last 5 minutes.
This damn fictional show has me all just like, what? Oh my God, such a great 5-6 minutes that was.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm sorry, but I can't focus on this right now. I'm still trying to process everything that just went down. Oh, people are probably going to be like, shut the fuck up, Dave. Folks, at this point in the movie or in the show, tell us how you're feeling about what just happened. Don't take the armor off. I guess if you're going to use it as a weapon.
I need to have this badass fight scene with strobe lights, so I had to short it out. Obviously, we can. Oh! Oh, he was trying to complete the circuit.
Yep.
Okay.
I was going to say, there's no reason for him to short it.
All the electricians were yelling at us in the comments.
You idiots.
With me? Yeah. All right, we're coming in. Oh, God. Can you get into it?
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Wait, I don't trust April right now.
Yeah, you never let him go.
Don't turn your
behind
back.
you. Yeah. The door, maybe?
Did it reset the lock?
Oh, it's an alarm, and it's going to call walkers from everywhere. That always works.
Just use the helmet.
Apparently it does. He got that open with just a tire and a hammer? I'll let it slide.
Mercer.
Did you know where we were?
No, you didn't show up for lunch, so I got Mercer.
You were right.
Oh, Carol.
Sebastian made us come in here. He threatened our kids.
How many were in your group?
12.
I think he's going to take care of April, because if she gets out, she blows up the whole story.
No, Mercer's not going to take her out.
April's a loose end, though. That could blow up everything in their face. That face, she ain't making it.
I mean, I hope she does, but I just don't see it. And we've seen it over the course of the season, right? Or the Walking Dead, where a survivor gets introduced and then 10 minutes later they're offed.
Oh, hooked.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ah, there it is. You know, we saw Daryl take out a whole train car before. Couldn't they have just drawn him into the room and take him out one by one? Ain't that many
That's
there.
a small confined space. At least Daryl's like running through them.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
Drop it! What are you even thinking?
Uh-oh.
All troopers up to the roof now!
Got him. Maggie got him.
Yeah. Maybe this is the end of Toby.
He's going to get pushed off, isn't he?
We just need to talk things.
Oh! Did not expect that out of Aaron. Splat.
Man, I was hoping he was going to last a little longer.
He's still alive.
Well, not for long, dude.
He's a buffet now.
He was a good character. For entertainment purpose, anyway.
Hey, at least we're coming home with the shot.
That's what I was thinking was going to happen.
You're gonna have to pay him.
What?
No.
If you don't, he'll come after you, and that's a fight you ain't gonna win. I'll carry the bags to the gate. They won't search me.
That's interesting.
Yes. Hey, where? We're at Elvis and Castle.
They didn't make it.
Just that scowl. Sebastian never questions Mercer either.
No.
I wonder if anyone else
Your
notices
cut.
that.
My God, congrats, guys. We did it. I am so glad that we're friends again.
He's so great.
Slimy bastard.
Open range.
Yes, sir. This line is closed for today.
They were on a mission for the governor's son. He's been finding desperate people, sending them through swarms to get stashes of cash.
She's fucking telling him.
Yeah.
I got to watch my F-bombs in this.
Finally. They put themselves in bad situations. I tried to throw them a lifeline. This place works because everyone plays their part.
You are telling the wrong person, Lance, which is awesome.
Yeah, people can either be part of the problem or part of the solution.
It's nice to be able to talk to someone who sees the big picture.
Oh, yes, Carol.
She's like, I got him convinced. Okay, maybe they're not going to burn it.
You and I, we have some unfinished business, don't we? In a few years, when you've grown up a bit, come find me.
That's totally out of Kill Bill.
That's very impressive, and I haven't seen those movies, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the more immediate problem is these people.
Then we have to do something.
God, that's what the 6 months is. She takes him in at the hilltop.
Yep.
Daryl and the Commonwealth come for him. But that doesn't mean Daryl is going to be on the Commonwealth side 2 weeks ago. Okay, it has to be Leah.
That was a long-haired male, not Dwight.
Leah.
It was Leah. Oh God, I thought it was. I saw the tattoo. I didn't know. She's looking pretty gunned up.
Oh, there we go. That did not feel like an hour, dude.
No. Wow, guys, another episode. Okay, first and foremost, when we got the reveal with Leah, what has she been doing?
Yeah, you were way wrong.
Has she been doing CrossFit in the apocalypse? Did you guys see how gunned up she was?
Leah was looking good there.
And
boom,
she had blonde hair. She was kind of a redhead when we first saw her.
In the first,
a little bit. So, guys, go easy on me on the comments. I was really hoping it'd be Dwight with longer hair, but he's a pretty skinny dude. I think Leah's more gunned up than him.
Yeah. Real quick to that point, yes, Leah was looking all sorts of jacked up there, which was pretty cool to see, actually. But it's just like, well, zombie apocalypse, how you getting like that?
Where are you getting all that protein from? Boom!
And to that point, you folks that were calling out Leah were obviously absolutely 100%
right.
I can't believe I never even thought of that until you guys said something, because that's how much I forgot about Leah when she just jetted. I thought for sure we'd see her in 11C more so than coming back and be here, but either way, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's tough because, I don't know if it made the cut or not, but I was like, well, what's Maggie talking about? She just dealt with Leah like 5 minutes ago. But you forget that there's been a big time jump and a ton of stuff has happened since then. So
yeah,
it's easy to forget.
So that's what I want to talk about real quick here. I'm still floored that Negan is married and has a kid on the way. And we already have our timeline set of 12 weeks that have passed by. I knew at least 5 or 6 went by because we got to the Commonwealth, 30 days went by, right? Then another 2 weeks went by with the whole Aaron and Gabriel on the last episode with Carlson. So I knew at least 6 weeks for sure, but not 12. I'm still floored by this.
And, shout out to Diamond Dave calling it right away with seeing the ginger. I had no idea what that was all about. And you're like, is that ginger? And it's like, you knew exactly what it was for.
Well, yeah, I didn't know what the ginger was for until Maggie's like, or she said it was 12 weeks pregnant. I didn't know what the ginger was for.
I thought you knew it was like for some kind of sickness or nausea or something.
No, I definitely did not know, but I could tell by that, ginger always looks like a mini tree bark.
Yeah.
So I was like, is that ginger?
Yeah, that probably won't make the edit, but whatever.
So folks, with that whole, I'm still going to dabble on this whole Negan thing. With the whole Negan thing, just on the reveal of the marriage and having a child on the way, I really want to hear your thoughts on that for sure, because I did not expect that. That's definitely not in the comics by any means.
Yeah.
Then Hershel.
Yeah, he tells them. And if any of you guys have seen Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill, that's pretty much the exact speech that the bride gives to one of the assassins' children in there. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so cut me some slack. But so that was an amazing story, and you have to wonder what's that going to do to Hershel's arc, because if any of you guys have read the comics, you kind of know how he ends up, and that seems like a great catalyst for the start of his character, what he will eventually become. Knowing that Negan's out there, and is this thought just gonna eat him alive forever until he can do something about it? Will he ever have his revenge? Who knows? And again, Diamond Dave, you're right. Negan is married with the kid on the way. I didn't think he would ever forget about Lucille, especially after that episode we saw. But, you know, somebody in the comments dropped it on the last episode that Negan's not a loner. He can't be. As much as he might try to be, he's not capable of being a loner. He has to be around people.
Yeah, and Angela King said that too.
Yeah, and so you got to figure that eventually he's going to wind up in that situation, and especially where he can get a fresh start. Where it's one thing to see what he did, even the fact that he told her, it's still not the same as seeing it in front of you, and it's not as powerful. So you can obviously see why his new bride would kind of let that slide a bit.
So real quick thoughts here. Is anyone concerned? Okay, so we have our four mainstays, right?
Yep.
Daryl, Carol, Maggie, Negan.
Yep.
With this episode now, is anyone worried about Negan's wife moving forward? Because I feel like... I'm just trying to put the pieces together in my head of how Maggie and Negan are going to do this show, knowing that Hershel's over here and Negan has a family right over here. How are those? I hope nothing bad happens.
I don't think it bodes well for Negan's new wife and unborn
I'm
child.
almost wondering, and folks, if you want to hear your thoughts on this too, I wonder, and this is wild guessing here. This is just wild guessing. Does Negan's wife get the Lori death in the comics?
Oh, that's a good thought. You know, a lot of people, you know, in those earlier seasons were kind of upset that they were straying away from the sourcing material. Maybe this could be a payback, because you could definitely see a battle with the Commonwealth happening and her being put in that situation. So that's a good call, Diamond Dave. It would not surprise me. Guys, like to hear your thoughts.
So it's kind of, this episode, a lot happened.
Yeah, a ton happened. I mean, we don't have enough time to go over it. We haven't even mentioned Daryl and company going after the Prepper's house to get the money and getting that, and Lance knows all about it, and Sebastian's having people do this.
Yeah, and Mercer popping those two, meeting Mr. Mayhem, if you want to so call that. The more and more now we are seeing, especially Carol. I want to focus on that because the whole Daryl and Rosita thing and Mercer kind of self-explanatory at this point. But Carol is now officially like latched on to Lance, or at least has her Lance thinking that, you know, we're together.
That's a good point, because does Carol know that Lance maybe knows what she's up to? It's like, are they both kind of playing like, I guess the best way to say it would be, are they both playing kind of double agents against each other? Carol thinks she's tricking Lance. Lance thinks he's tricking Carol, but they both really know what's going on. That'll be interesting too.
Mm-hmm. With this whole episode, please, let's get in the comments. We really want to chat this one out with you for sure. A lot happened in this one. I'm still floored by the whole Negan thing. That's going to probably stick in my head for like at least the next couple days for sure.
You said the Lori death. That's all I can think about now.
It
seems like that's 100% certainty at this point. I think you nailed it, and that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to say it right now. All right, guys, another fantastic episode of Walking Dead in the books.
Banger.
So he's Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. We will see you guys next Sunday.
God, Negan is having a kid. What?
Unbelievable.